This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
Acting public prosecutor appointed. Archbishop returns from Rome. And trade between PNG and China to boost economy. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Malinta Yopolo. Thank you for joining us. Minister for Justice and Attorney General Pila Niningi announced the appointment of Ellen Vagivaro Roalakona today as the acting public prosecutor for a term of 1 year.
Minister Niningi, as chairman for Judicial and Legal Services Commission, announced several other new appointments. The appointments include Mr. George Akia as Solicitor General for a term of 5 years, together with 3 foreign judges for a term of 3 years. Justin Pauline Brer was appointed as National Judge for 10 years term, while Justice Italai Polume Kiele and Justice Kenneth Frank were reappointed as National Judges. Minister Niningi also announced an extension for retirement age for Magistrate, Principal Magistrate Billy Pidu as Senior Provincial Magistrate for the National Capital District. Minister Niningi highlighted the decision to appoint Ellen Roalakona.
The prosecutor, a new prosecutor we have, is not a new in this game, and she has been in the forefront in some controversial cases, some minor, some controversial cases. She has taken that challenge. So, Judicial and Legal Services Commission, we felt that it was important to give her the acting appointment.
Niningi stated that since he came into office, he addressed some of the concerns of the public prosecutors.
No ball game this time. So I believe and I trust in our team we have, and we will do what we can do. As a minister, I'll give sometimes to help and personal conditions. The conditions of public prosecutors, conditions have been not looked at, and we only when I came in, and the allowances have been paid. We increases the allowance. So now accommodations we look at it, and we just wanted to improve the prosecution section so that they have to effectively serve our people.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, the newly appointed acting public prosecutor today expressed her appreciation towards the appointment as the first female in Papua New Guinea to be in the role of public prosecutor.
And to give that recognition to the Office of the Public Prosecutor and the confidence in me to take on the challenges to address the issues of law and order in this country. I thank you and acknowledge you and the appointing authority. Also that critical time where we hope that our partnership with the government, law and justice sector agencies and our development partners, we can all work together to address this issue collectively.
His Eminence Sir John Cardinal Ribat has returned today from his trip to Rome to attend the funeral of Pope Francis and the conclave. A welcome ceremony was held at the Catholic Bishop Conference in Port Moresby today.
Sir John Cardinal Ribat expressed heartfelt gratitude to the people of Papua New Guinea and the Solomon Islands, especially the Catholic faithful, for their prayers and spiritual support during the sacred time for the Universal Church. He said he had the privilege of representing the local church at the funeral of Pope Francis.
During the funeral, over 100 leaders from all nations came. And also not only leaders of nations, but leaders of religions also. Muslims and Baha'is and everyone, they were all part of this. So he was someone that was seen and admired for his leadership, and he came out in that capacity. So they appreciated, even the United Nations also. So everyone really were there at present. They were present for his funeral.
During his speech, he acknowledged the work of media for their presence and coverage throughout these historic events, stating that their work has allowed the people to be part of these important moments of the church, even from afar.
For your presence and the coverage throughout the historic events. Your work has allowed our people to share in these important moments of the church.
Louis Mango, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, the Archbishop of Port Moresby said John Cardinal has met and conversed with the new Pope of the Catholic Church during the papal conclave in Rome.
Sir John Cardinal was happy to announce that he has been part of the first audience with the newly elected Pope Leo. He said during their meeting, he conveyed a message of love, support and prayers of the faithful in Papua New Guinea and the Solomon Islands to Pope Leo.
5 representatives from the 5 continents to represent everyone. I was approached by those who were leading and preparing the liturgy. So this person, the leader, he came to see me and said, "You have been chosen, and to be one of those who will be who will go and pay your respect, your vow of obedience to the Holy Father, as this is his first time he will receive the pallium."
Louis Mango, National EMTV News.
China is a supermarket of 1.4 billion people, and its large middle-income population would drive high demand for Papua New Guinea goods. Chinese Ambassador Yang Xiaoguang said the proposed free trade agreement between the two countries will be a boost for the country.
Ambassador Yang Xiaoguang said that China is looking to increase imports on Papua New Guinea products. The ambassador said the proposed arrangement will reduce or eliminate trade barriers between the two countries. The aim is to facilitate more trade and investment. This will involve lowering or removing tariffs, quotas, and other trade restrictions, potentially increasing the flow of goods and services between PNG and China.
China has a large supermarket of 1.4 billion people. We will be more and more open to PNG products.
In 2024, the volume of trade between China and Papua New Guinea exceeded 17.8 billion kina, with a surplus of more than 7.5 billion kina on the PNG side. Key areas of trade and investment include infrastructure, energy, minerals and agriculture. The ambassador highlighted the main products China is targeting going forward.
China looks forward to import more products from Papua New Guinea, whether it's agricultural products, mineral products, forest products or fishery products.
In 2025, PNG maintains a positive trade balance. Last year, PNG began exporting unroasted coffee beans to China. This offered new opportunities for farmers and creating employment and income-generated prospects. However, there has been setbacks in the agreement, which Ambassador Yang gave an update on the status.
There are still some technical issues for us to resolve for accredited PNG dealers, but we are working with the custom authority in China to solve this issue. What happened now is that PNG coffee has entered China and will enter China with larger quantities.
Pakatambua, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab saja ya? Yum.
This stuff, right?
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you,
Yum.
stir fry for you,
And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennell, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Join me on House and Home for all your home and lifestyle improvements.
It's not rocket science. And many of these things too, I didn't go to school, I teach myself.
From Hot Talk Mom, health and fitness, interest stories, gardening tips, out and about, pet care, and many more. Join me every Tuesday, 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, EMTV.
I'm Martha, and each week on Kai Time, we'll introduce you to local food businesses showcasing their delicious dishes. The pasta, the white sauce. Plus, you will discover how to make tasty and affordable meals using ingredients from your local markets. Tune in to Kai Time every Wednesday at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. A 600,000 reservoir tank and pump booster will enable water pressure to people living in parts of the Moresby Northeast electorate. This will come into effect after the launching of the Manuti and Japanese water supply in Port Moresby today.
This water supply project will benefit an approximate 50,000 people living in the areas of Manuti, Dogura Red Rock, Dogura Container, Trikona, Kauteri, Faria, 14 Mile New Block, Windmill, and Buswara Gena Block. Moresby Northeast MP John Cowper said the water supply project will cost an approximate 3 million kina, with 1 million kina being committed to Water PNG for commencement of work. Mr. Cowper appealed to the surrounding communities to look after this water supply project.
Respective road, respective power line, respective water.
National Capital District Governor Powers Parkop said leaders must focus on delivering basic services.
Water is a basic need. But sadly, now you may 50 years, but basic needs, you may must keep on delivering, challenging you may delivering this basic needs.
Community Representative Jack Ninkama said the area was without water for 14 years. Ninkama thanked NTD Governor, together with the MP for Moresby Northeast, for bringing water into the area. It was announced that Minister for State Enterprises also pledged 1 million kina to support the project. Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
There were concerns of closure of the Catholic-run Dagua Health Center in West Coast, Hisipik Province, after the apprehension and interrogation of a male health worker by police last week. An emergency meeting for this was held during the weekend at Dagua Station.
Dagua Health Center, or DHC, is a Level 3 health facility established in 1954 and serves a population of 20,000 plus in the Dagua local level government area of Wewak District. Representatives from the Catholic Health Services, staff of DHC, and community leaders of surrounding villages, along with Wewak MP Stanley Samban, met to discuss a way forward on Sunday. During the emergency meeting, the Catholic Health Services warned it will not hesitate to pull its staff out of Dagua Health Center if village disputes continue to threaten the lives and safety of its health workers. The Catholic Health Services, Sister Anna Sanginawa, urged community leaders to step up and resolve village issues at the village level before it escalates to affect vital life-saving services. Deputy Director of Public Health Authority in Wewak, Dr. Matthew Mongolop, echoed similar concerns, calling on community leaders to work with police. As a response, community leaders who were present at the meet gave their assurance to ensure security is beefed up for health workers at the Dagua Health Center. Meanwhile, Wewak MP Stanley Samban appealed to the Catholic Health Services and DHC to continue its vital services to his people. He reaffirmed his earlier commitment to establishing 2 police posts along the West Coast Highway, adding that work should start in the coming weeks. Natasha Ovoy, National EMTV News.
Shedding light on the apprehension and questioning of the male health worker concerned, East Sepik Provincial Police Commander Christopher Tamari affirmed that his officers acted upon credible intelligence.
The incident that further prompted concern for health workers at the Dagua Health Center involved a health worker who was apprehended and interrogated, during which he was allegedly beaten up. According to the health worker, he was questioned about a patient he treated the previous night, whom police alleged was a known criminal in the area. It was said that in fear, the health worker, after being released, fled with his wife, who is also a health worker, on Friday the 23rd of May, resulting not only in manpower shortage at the Dagua Health Center, but safety concerns among other health workers. Speaking to this newsroom exclusively, PPC Tamari affirmed this.
Police will never act such. We had credible information and leads, and the officers did what they did.
He went on to note the growing concern of law and order along the west coast of East Sepik Province and said police are monitoring the situation.
I confirm that, yes. We have been getting intel. West Coast has been a problem for us. Dagua. Now, the latest incident of Smine Village, and we've been, slowly monitoring the well-known criminals, and they have been, in the hinterland of West Coast villages, apparently Smine Village.
Natasha Ovoy, National EMTV News.
Bill for a protection of passing place has come to validation with a stakeholders workshop today, facilitated by the National Cultural Commission. This bill, once passed by the Parliament, will protect Papua New Guinea's traditional knowledge and intellectual properties.
A
According to the National Cultural Commission, consultations on the bill for a protection of passing place started in 2007.
It addresses issues pertaining to misuse, exploitation, and inappropriate commercialization of our traditional knowledge and expression of cultures in the country. We cannot deny the fact that we have issues in terms of copyright, pertaining to the misuse of designs and traditional motifs being commercialized without the traditional owners benefiting from that particular their knowledge, traditional knowledge, and that is why we have developed that bill.
The bill is expected to be presented in the Parliament within this year.
It's very, very fundamental because we don't have one in place at the moment. Hopefully before end of the year we should get into Parliament this particular document, because the Parliament NEC asked for the bill must go together with the policy, which is now will be validated with various stakeholders, relevant stakeholders. It's an important milestone.
A local artist said the passing place bill will greatly help local artists to protect their work.
Piracy and big plan winning and killing industry blah blah. The policy me play like talk now, and by helping me play plus our future generation as a metal. We play starting now 2025 we go 30. 35 or 30, we are looking whether I'm strong and we walk. That's it, at least we are getting somewhere.
Professor Leo Marais said culture is now being used as basis for generating income for PNG families and must be protected. The Kimbe port will go under rehabilitation in the coming weeks. The signing ceremony took place today at the Kumul Consolidated Holdings Office between Global Construction and PNG Ports Corporation.
The rehabilitation work is funded by the Australian government under the Australian Infrastructure Financing Facility for the Pacific. The Chief Executive Officer for PNG Ports said the upgrade for this port is important as it is the country's third largest port. The chairman for PNG Ports, Havini, said they have experienced the people in the organization that will get the work done.
As it is an investment in the future of Western Britain and the New Guinea Islands, which depend on efficient maritime trade, I have full confidence in the management team at PNG Ports Corporation Limited, and I assure you that we have a highly competent team at PNG Ports, led by Mr. Neil Papandukus, the CEO here, who will not disappoint you.
The contract was awarded to a local company, the Global Construction. The general manager for the company had this to say.
We also anticipate that this contract will generate significant local opportunities, including the creation of jobs, the development of new skills through on-the-job training, and of course, increased demand for local goods and services.
He said they are looking at employing 200 plus people. The Australian High Commissioner said this development will create opportunities for national firms.
Workers and suppliers is a core value of our development partnership. This contract was only open to quality local firms such as Global Construction.
The Minister for State Enterprises, William Duma, while acknowledging Australian government for the support, said it is a symbol of shared commitment.
Changing project for us. We are, as a government, are very grateful once again to the people and the government of Australia for agreeing to help us with 1.1 billion kina in this much needed infrastructure project. 1.1 billion kina is a lot of money for our country.
He further said this refurbishment will enhance safety, ensure compliance with modern environmental technological standards, and strengthen PNG's regional trade. The Governor for West New Britain, Sasindra Motovel, shared the same sentiments.
Kimbe is the third busiest port, and Kimbe is like unlike many other provinces where you have to deal with one or two races, but whereas in Kimbe it's the entire Papua New Guinea.
Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, the Kimbe port is expected to have a major impact in the economy for the region and the country. This was alluded by the Chief Executive Officer for PNG Ports, Neil Papenfest, today.
The rehabilitation work will cost about 79 million kina. It will take a total of 16 to 18 months to complete the rehabilitation work. The Chief Executive Officer for PNG Ports, Neil Papenfas, said this will also boost the local economy.
We anticipate being able to cater for an increase in port revenue and larger vessel calls, investment of local employment creation, and to build business confidence, amongst others.
The Governor for West New Britain, Sasindo Mutuvel, said this rehab work will greatly help his province in exporting more resources out of the province.
Funded through Australian government, it's adding another milestone for our industry, oil palm industry in West New Britain, and this is going to greatly help us to to export more commodities from our Kimbe ports, that not just limited to oil palm but also for copra. Being our second largest commodity which goes out of Kimbe, and cocoa and other forestry products.
The Minister for State Enterprises, William Duma, acknowledged the board for PNG Ports Corporation for this key milestone for the country. Minister Duma said the Maraperoso government believes in supporting local businesses.
That under the leadership of our Prime Minister James Marape, we believe in encouraging and supporting our local businesses. Businesses who have operated in this country continue to employ our people and pay taxes and contribute to the economic development of our country. Now, this project, as we approach 50 years of independence, very important. People might think that it's only a project that's being built in Kimbe, but as we heard in Kimbe, serves as a very important commercial center of the New Guinea Islands region. That is where you find a lot of activities in agriculture, forestry, and fisheries. And over the past decade, number of years, Kimbe has continued to provide a lot of returns to us in terms of export. They've served as a location where we've exported oil palm.
The marine part of the port was awarded to Pacific Marine Group earlier this year to do the rehabilitation work at the cost of 260 million kina. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
The PNG National Agriculture Research Institute will host the Agriculture Innovation Show in late tomorrow. NARI Director General Nelson Simbiken said the event will showcase latest farming technologies and other activities.
The Agriculture Innovation Show will be hosted at 10 Mile outside of Ley City. Dr. Simbiken said latest farming technology, new crop varieties and ideas for increasing yields and earnings will be the main focus in the show. He said the National Agriculture Research Institute wants to convert more Papua New Guinean subsistence farmers into commercial farmers through such engagements. Mr. Simbiken highlighted a key strategy known as Mechanization Hub for Agriculture, which will see smallholder farmers collaborate with the technical and vocational education training to improve agriculture productivity. With PNG celebrating its 50 years of independence in September, Simbiken reiterated that moving from small-scale local production to larger-scale market-oriented operations with increased reliance on technology, inputs and market access should be the way forward. Pakatambua, National EMTV News.
Now we take a look at the Nasfund market report. The kina closed lower at 0.2440 US dollars in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying 0.2365 US dollars, 0.3621 Australian dollars, 0.1997 euro, and 33.37 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading lower. Coffee closed unchanged. Cocoa closed unchanged. Copra closed unchanged. Palm oil closed unchanged. Crude oil is trading lower. And copper closed unchanged. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed unchanged. The ASX 200 is trading higher. And the All Ordinaries is trading higher. National MTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 Kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 Kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennau, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trugai. Trugai, true inspiration through generations.
Join us weekly on MTV News, A Closer Look, their current affairs program that brings you insight for the latest on education, health,
appealing to all the residents.
Business,
They launched its VPN,
politics,
to infiltrate into our systems,
sports, and more.
As we observe the preparations for the women's.
A Closer Look, Sunday at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, MTV.
I know that every man, woman and child of our new nation shares this moment of pride and happiness.
MTV proudly wishes Papua New Guinea a happy 50th anniversary.
You're watching National MTV News. The Business Coalition for Women are calling for a provision of sexual harassment to be embedded into the Employment Act of 1978.
Executive Director Yvonne Kennedy said there is nothing in the laws that govern sexual harassment other than the Criminal Code Act and Family Protection Act. Yvonne said the country is seeing the impacts of harassment on workers.
So it doesn't only impact the individual who might be going through it, it impacts team members and then the organisation as a whole.
She suggested for other reporting mechanism for citizens to report harassment if they don't feel safe to do it in their workplace.
So who could that be in the community? Is that the Department of Labour, or is that an NGO where people can have another mechanism to report sexual harassment?
She said BCFW launched video campaigns to help citizens understand the importance of bystander intervention during such situations. Jacinta Doctor, National MTV News.
Meanwhile, the Business Coalition for Women are working with police in Leh to install closed-circuit television to monitor harassment in workplaces.
Executive Director Yvonne Kennedy said the coalition worked with 6 business houses in Lae to install CCTVs for a safe working environment.
Currently, so we've got 6 businesses and they're around the main bus stop, so Eriku bus stop, Top Town and Main Market.
Yvonne said the coalition formed a working group 2 years ago and is continuing to work to identify few spots for CCTVs to be installed in the city.
It's still going, so and we've still got a few more spots that we want cameras up. So we're just also trying to identify who would be the most appropriate businesses to put those up as well.
She said they are open to partner with other governments like the NCDC to make so public spaces, bus stops and transportation is safer for the public. She called on companies without harassment policy to reach out to the Business Coalition for Women.
We have a model policy, we have a respect for workplaces policy that we can train your staff in how to implement. And we've got resources that companies can use in their workplaces as well.
Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
For weeks, the people of Anglim South Wagi in the electorate in Jiwaka province have mourned the passing of Jim Cook, the pioneer president of Kujip local level government. His significant contributions to the community have left a lasting impact, and his untimely death has deeply saddened many.
The people of Anglim South Wagi gathered in large numbers to participate in a customary mourning for the late Jim Cook, a great leader. Schools, market vendors, businesses and higher institutions within the Kinding areas closed their doors to show respect for the late leader. Anglim South Wagi member and CS Minister Joe Cooley also participated in paying his last respects. For many, the late Jim Cook was an emblem of peace and hope for ordinary people. His business company employed many villagers, particularly in the fresh produce sector. The head teacher of Kinding High School highlighted how his fresh produce business had benefited many people.
And produce from Mount Hagen to supply the mess in the LNG and the other surrounding communities. Jim Cook and his leadership with the landowner came to an agreement to produce these vegetables. In this agreement, every Tuesdays and Thursdays, he used to transport, buy food in Hagen Market and send it to LNG in Tari, Ella province.
Late Jim Cook was described by many as a true leader, having served as a councillor, LLG president, and a prominent businessman. He was a humble man who significantly contributed to the surrounding schools and supported the work of the church, especially the Church of Nazareth. The head teacher of Kinding High School reflected on late Jim Cook's life's journey.
From scratch, he started as a trade storekeeper from Dagua, made his way up to become a multimillionaire in the district, the province, and the country. He has contributed a lot towards paying tax to the national government and the three governments I just mentioned. We are very sorry to lose such a great leader in our country, in the district and the community.
Late Jim Cook is survived by his wife Sabina and their 5 children. His body will be laid to rest on Thursday, May 29th at Romor in Jiwaka province, where his company headquarters is located. Sharon Engnui, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
A new 2-in-1 classroom was officially opened in Guabadik village in Moresby province. The building is an initiative of the local people and the school board. During the official opening, the member for Nawai District, Teo Pelgan, said the new 2-in-1 classroom is a foundation for the children of Goa Badik and the growth of the community. Mr. Pelgan further committed the District Development Authority support to the school facility, including a 2-in-1 classroom to support learning, a community hall for gatherings and events, and 4 9,000-litre fiberglass tanks to ensure clean water access. Plans are underway to construct a rural health center to improve healthcare access, support for SME programs, specifically empowering women entrepreneurs in the community. Mr. Pelgan, with the company of Nawai CEO Bats Botiki and members of the Nawai DDA, marked the occasion with the locals as reinforcing the government's commitment to quality education and infrastructure development. National MTV News continues after the break with Trukai Sports. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab saja ya? Yeah.
This different.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you.
And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
This May and June, Port Moresby comes alive with the historic Asia-Pacific Month, a spectacular celebration of our shared heritage and unity. Join us as we honor 50 years of independence by celebrating the nations that helped shape PNG. From May 16 to June 21st, experience the cultures and stories of our Asia-Pacific family. Our nationhood was shaped by centuries of connection with our Asia-Pacific family. Now, we celebrate this history together. Taste the authentic cuisines, witness breathtaking performance, and explore our shared history, all in amazing Port Moresby. Don't miss the Asia-Pacific Month, every weekend from May 16th to June 21st. Free entry for all. We work, we inspire, we celebrate.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennau, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Secure your advertising today with MTV. Vocal Fusion Season 12. Book now. Contact our sales team on 312-9200 or email mtvsales@mtv.com.pg. Join me on House and Home for all your home and lifestyle improvements.
It's not rocket science. And many of these things too, like I didn't go to school, I teach myself.
From Hatok Mom, health and fitness, interest stories, gardening tips, out and about, pet care, and many more. Join me every Tuesday 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, MTV.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. The PNG Hunters are gearing up for 3 consecutive home games, starting this week following a mixed result from their recent away matches.
Trukai Sports were there at the Hunters training today to capture the moments and the remarks from the head coach, Paul Aitin.
I think we're first session back today, so we're going to focus a lot more on our defence. I think taken from that game, it's one of those games, we've had a few losses, and I feel as though this one, they just outplayed us. They were just better than us. We didn't have the ball in the first 20 minutes of the game. I think we must have defended like eight full sets, so it took a lot out of us. Leading into this game, we're working hard on our defence, just making our tackles.
With the advantage of the home support at the Santos National Football Stadium, the Hunters are determined to build momentum and climb the Queensland Cup ladder. Head coach Aitin says the team has taken key lessons from their last match and is focused on improving.
No, we actually spoke about that in the video today, and we put a lot of. I could tell by the boys' preparation leading into Norths, winning Manly, Norths, and also Blackhawks, how the boys prepared, and just remind them that yes, we believe we're a top 4 team, but other teams see us as that as well, so they're going to prepare the same way. So it's a great competition. It's pretty close competition, so pride's going to be no different. On their day, they can beat anyone. So we're looking forward for an extremely tough game. Got some debutants as well, some new boys in there, so they're looking forward for a good game as well. So no, we're treating it just like every other game, tough game.
Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
Meanwhile, PNG Hunters utility Joshua Mire is working hard in training to improve his overall game, particularly his fitness, defense and ball handling skills.
Joshua Mire started his PNG National Rugby League career with Lace Next Tigers before joining the SP PNG Hunters in 2023. The 24-year-old is determined to become a more consistent performer, putting in extra time in training.
I think, atom lo kutla start lo this year, come from la quite injury, so me start lo make people me come again so this year me start to go play at least me game play good la game tam lo dem cup, so me at least enemy lo selection again lo come again lo starting 17 lo. And as all boys play good, no maintain team still team hard lo every week command fight lo sport, so we block lo still game best that lo dem cup lo try lo come again make him team.
Currently playing with the Egma Gurus in the PNG National Rugby League competition, Mire emphasized on his challenges.
I think at first me struggle, but like new environment, until boys the first time to play on the mall, so I think it was a bit when I made transition to me go up on him, but then I think coach side them, I think what them blast on them last year on them, so I think I'm so good to me on a sign of weakness and strength to me na. I think me to me so good lem, so Dagua I think connection stopping so at least me feel open lo, me feel free. When I say me get to Lanta, I think all good as go. All some go around la what's called animal boys, so I think easy lo me go fit in solo all boys.
Being on the extended squad, Mire is positive and looking forward for a successful season.
I think at that moment, me have to give best to me. Tamlo them kabane no weakness to me. I think me go back again, me build on, improve every weekend. So at the moment, I'm not intending to give up or lose hope on him. Still, namelo season anything and an injury and a suspension, I kind of say income. So.
Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
Yesterday morning at Unagi Oval, young rugby players in Papua New Guinea got a special boost as US rugby star Andrew Durutalo joined top officials to cheer them on.
The Papua New Guinea Rugby Football League welcomed US rugby star Andrew Durutalo during a rugby league event hosted by Stanley Olo yesterday. Olo ran his SO League mode league for under 10, 12 and 14 boys, and his program is now part of PNG RFL's Community Rugby League. Ambassador Yasti Shok and his son Dimitri attended alongside Tony Asher, PNG RFL General Manager for Performance and Pathway, showing strong support for local talent. Later, Durutalo visited the Santos National Football Stadium to watch Round 2 of the National Youth Competition and Round 7 of the Exxon Mobil Cup. The Under-19 National Youth Competition is a key step in PNG RFL's pathway to the PNG NRLB Championships. For PNG RFL and Santos, rugby dreams are growing strong in PNG. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Share the love with Gala Ice Cream, Gala Cone Ice Creams, Gala Stick Ice Creams, and Gala Classic Tub Ice Creams. Happiness begins with the Gala range of fun flavors which create taste adventures and excitement with every bite. Treat yourself. Share with a friend while chilling. The whole family will enjoy. Everyone has their favorite. Which one is yours? Share the love with Gala Ice Creams.
Gala, Gala, yum. Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You me holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 Kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 Kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Hi kids, I'm Steffi. Join me on Kids Corner for story time, simple and creative arts and crafts, career corner, nature time, field trips, and not forgetting our cartoons and children entertainment shows. Join me every weekdays from 3:30 to 5:30 for Kids Corner on your number one to watch, MTV.
I'm Martha, and each week on Kai Time, we'll introduce you to local food businesses showcasing their delicious dishes. The pasta, the white sauce. Plus, you will discover how to make tasty and affordable meals using ingredients from your local markets. Tune in to Kai Time every Wednesday at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, MTV.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennell, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Trukai Sports. U.S. Embassy has begun its journey to celebrate the friendship shared with PNG going into the nation's 50th anniversary through sporting activities.
The embassy is hosting 2 sports envoys in former Olympians and rugby union player Andrew Dulu-Talo and Cheta Emba, who have visited school, sporting venues and clinics in Port Moresby for the last 4 days. The two are not only going around sharing their sporting knowledge, but also their leadership and development skills to the youths in the city. U.S. Embassy Public Affairs Officer Sandra Sanderson said, sports is a vehicle for positive change in PNG and it is an international language to change the youth who are the future of the country.
An event like this, where we're coming and seeing young women develop for future rugby players, is sensational. We've never seen anything like this, and in Papua New Guinea, it's so important because we're developing them not only as citizens and community leaders, but also sports athletes for possible future playing with the Orchids.
Since kicking off the program around Port Moresby last Saturday, U.S. Ambassador Anne Marie Yastishok has been part part of the event and is still accompanying the two sports envoys around the city. Ambassador Yasti Shok said she is proud to be part of the event that will end this Friday to continue strengthen the friendship between PNG and the USA.
It's really exciting because we have two Olympic athletes from the United States that are joining us for this week as sports envoys. This is to kick off our celebrations for the 50th anniversary, and we have two U.S. Rugby Union players that have joined us for the week. Sports are so important for building relationships and for community and understanding each other to work in a team. And so that's why we do these types of programs.
Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
Finals fever is rising in Port Moresby as round 10 of the 2025 corporate volleyball competition begins this weekend, with pride, redemption and playoff hopes driving every match.
The race of finals intensifies in round 10 of Port Moresby corporate volleyball competition. Top men's division teams Westpac and NCDC clash in a high-stakes match, both unbeaten and seen as grand final favorites. NWTL1 faces CPL1 in another thriller. In men's Division 1, CPL2 meets Digicel in a league. Division 1 sees Westpac take on third place Dataco in a test for strength and form. Division 3 matches could shake up the ladder with Elegant, Anugini, Department of Mineral Policy and Geohazards Management and the National Development Bank all in action. In the mixed division play, DPM-GM meets PM while Elegant faces CPL, with finals nearing every game now counts. Catch the live action at the Tauranga Aquatic Center where every point could decide a title dream. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
And that ends Trukai Sports. The Morning Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennell, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
I know that every man, woman and child of our new nation shares this moment of pride and happiness.
EMTV proudly wishes Papua New Guinea a happy 50th anniversary.
Join me every Thursday night as Sports Scene brings to you all the local and international sporting updates. Revisiting our legendary athletes.
Hi, this is David.
Highlighting our local sports developments across the nation.
All eyes are on top of them.
Now an NRL team based here.
We create a pathway
and our talented rising stars.
Hi, my name is Gemma Schnabel and you're watching
all the younger ones should follow.
14 Thursday nights at 7 p.m. only on your number one to watch, MTV.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You me holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
The Money Plus weather report for the next 24 hours. In the southern region, Port Moresby City, partly cloudy with possible brief afternoon and evening showers. And Popondetta, cloudy with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. In the Momasa region, Lay City, becoming cloudy with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. And Vanimo, partly cloudy with a shower or two in the afternoon and evening. In the New Guinea Island region, Lorengau, cloudy with occasional rain showers and possible thunderstorm. And Buka, cloudy with frequent rain showers and possible thunderstorm. And in the Highlands region, Mount Agan City, partly cloudy with few showers and possible thunderstorms. At Manditari and Wabeg, showers and rain showers and possible thunderstorm.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Tuesday, 27th of May 2025. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.
Coming up next. At 7 p.m., Auseno. 7:30 p.m., Al Fishing with Mates. 8 p.m., Talk PC News Headlines. Follow